I've got some Mexican sterling here. See the stamp in there. However, sterling is a soft metal, and this thing is kind of hard for silver. And there's a patina, right? It's like a green patina, and when copper oxidizes or rusts, it has a greenish color. So I'm wondering if this is really too much copper and not enough silver in this bracelet. Okay, so Nick Eastwood, a YouTuber, asked me a question. He says, so WTF up with silver price? As y'all probably noticed, silver was down 90 cents on Friday, which was June 7th, 2013. It's down like about 4%. So that was a noticeable move. And all the precious metals were down, except for rhodium, which is a thinly traded market, and the price doesn't move every day. So, what's up with silver? So to answer that question, I'm going to answer a bigger question. What's up with the markets? Right? What's up with silver? What's up with the markets? Right? Going back to like 2008, there was that huge crisis and the prices of assets got crushed. All assets. Metals, commodities, stocks. It was a huge sell-off, right? A huge sell-off. Who was doing the huge sell-off? A lot of these big institutions, funds, traders, they're just selling stuff off. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So to understand where we are now, you have to understand where we are in the past. One of my YouTube friends, Lance, said that about 70% of all trades in the markets are large institutions, right? Large institutions are making about 70% of the trades. So you're in the silver market, and you're not alone, right? It's not just stackers and silver mines and computer companies using silver in these markets, right? There's a lot of big institutional money. There's a lot of traders. There's an army of day traders in these markets. And they will buy or sell at the drop of a hat. It's almost like they're creating destiny. Because so many of them look at the charts, they're creating destiny, right? I mean, if 70% of the people in the marketplace are looking at charts, then 70% of the marketplace is going to act based upon a chart pattern or a chart movement, right? I mean, that's kind of my observation. But of course, I mean, that's not the whole story, right? That's not the whole story. But when it comes to an asset that doesn't have like cash flow, when it comes to an asset like a precious metal, from what I've heard from other traders is that the charts are even work more often on precious metals than things like company stocks, because regardless of what you see on a pattern, right? If the company comes up with better earnings than expected, right? You're like, oh, the stock's going to go up because it's better than expected, regardless. Well, with silver, you're not having the better than expected earnings because it's a metal, right? So going back, is there a lot of traders who think that the precious metals react more strongly to technical analysis, and it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy in some regards. So you have a lot of this hot money, right? You have a lot of speculators, traders, whoever, who are in these precious metal markets. A lot of them are trying to look for a floor. A lot of them see, wow, silver was almost 50, then it's like 22, 23. I mean, that's a huge decline. A lot of them are looking for buying opportunities. A lot of them are saying, we're looking for the floor in silver. We don't know where it is, but we're looking for a floor. So if they say, okay, 22.50, that could be the floor. We're buying. But if it goes down, we're selling because we're not going to take a loss, right? I've heard traders say that. I'm not taking a loss on this silver. So they buy at, like 22. It goes to, it goes to 22.50. Now that it's back to 22, so, oh, we're going to sell before it falls below 22, right? Now, this obviously isn't the whole market action. But that money, that elastic money supply, right? The money supply is elastic, right? The whole creation of money, creation of debt, creation of credit, whatever, however you call it, that goes somewhere. A lot of that is in these markets, including the precious metals market. A lot of people who are in silver, right? A lot of them, they are not stackers. They are people who are whimsical, right? At a whim, they will sell it and at a whim, they will buy it. If a lot of these institutions are thinking, oh no, you know, it's going down further, and they sell, you could 4%, a 90-cent sell-off. That's, I mean, that happens. Also, too, is you might have demoralized stackers, right? You might have stackers who bought, they believe the story, and when they see the story wasn't true, they sell, but they don't talk about it. They just sell. They don't put a video saying, hey, I sold my silver because I'm demoralized. They say, I'm demoralized, I'm selling, and I'm not watching this stuff again, or I'm not touching this stuff again. Like the Raw Dog does that. He's like, I hate gold and silver, I touch it again. So he's actually doing everybody a favor by putting his sentiment on YouTube, right? For every Raw Dog you see on YouTube, there are many, many more not on YouTube who are thinking and feeling the same thing. And from what a lot of traders is, they like this negative sentiment because it tells them that there's a bottom soon. But that doesn't mean they're married to the current, what they think is a bottom. What that means is that they say, okay, maybe the bottom's 22. Oh, no, bottom's not 22. Maybe bottom's 21. Oh, maybe so a lot of them, right, are fickle. They're really fickle, right? So you're in a market with a fickle element. And it works two ways. The fickle element could sell off and send that thing to 19. The fickle element could send it back up to 28, right? It's this fickle element. So if you want to understand what's going on with silver, I highly suggest you detach yourself from a lot of the analysis you're seeing on YouTube, right? You might want to listen to it, but really detach yourself, because the analysis on YouTube in the last 2 years has been mostly wrong. In fact, it has been mostly wrong. And I'm not saying I've been right. My purpose here isn't to give price predictions. In fact, Lance told me that when people start giving you price predictions, you better watch out, right? If someone's giving you a price prediction, you better watch out. I want to give you guys the tools to try and figure out for yourself what's going on. And in fact, you might figure out more what's going on than me. If this is the case, why listen to me? Well, maybe because I raise topics and thoughts you might not have heard of. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. I'm bringing the tagline back. Woohoo!